welcome to my channel. My name is Shauna and I'm excited to have you with me today. Today I'm going to be going over a bunch of fun memories and all of the stuff that I picked up at Spring Event this year. If you're new, Spring Event is a Collectors Club event for Cabbage Patch Kid collectors that was held at Babyland, Georgia back in April. And I wanted to make this video, but I knew it took a lot of energy to do it and it's going to take time. And to be honest, I came home from the event and I had COVID, so I wasn't feeling well. I have made one other video, which you can check. I will leave a link in the description that shows some of the stuff from Spring Event, but this one is going to be more about me talking about it and showing you what I brought home, and I'm excited to share that. But anyway, I did come home sick and I got over the COVID, but then I was just exhausted. So doing the daily things like feeding my pets, making the bed and stuff like that, after I would do those things, I just had to rest. So I was sick for about a week, rested for a week, and then this week I've been playing catch up and getting things done. So let's get started, and I'm trying to figure out the best way to explain Spring Event. Maybe you haven't heard of it, maybe you're just want to know more about it. And my experience is kind of like a journal for me. When I go back in time and I come back and watch this video, it'll bring back a lot of memories. So Spring Event, like I said, was held in April, and my husband went with me this time. It was his first time going. This was the earliest Spring Event had been held while I've been attending. So I started going to my first Spring Event in 2001 with a bunch of great collectors. This would have been our 25th Spring Event if we didn't have COVID, outbreaks, and back in 2020, and then they didn't have Spring Event it took another 4 years before they hosted Spring Event at Babyland General Hospital. So it would have been our 25th Spring Event, and I might say that a few times because of course I'm a little bitter about that we missed all of the great opportunities, because we would have been getting a special anniversary kid this year, and we didn't get that little baby, pocket baby. But in time, another, now we had our 21st, so another 4 years we'll be able to get that pocket baby. So anyway, my husband decided to go this year because Spring Event was going to be the day after his birthday. They held it on Thursday and Friday, and his birthday is April 23rd, and I knew I'd be traveling possibly on that day, and I said, I cannot be without you on your birthday. And so he said, well, I'll just go with you this year. So I was excited, but as it got closer to the time, I was also nervous because I wanted him to have a wonderful birthday, and I was afraid maybe he wouldn't be having the best birthday, but he did. He had a wonderful time in Georgia. I might pop up I might insert a couple of little clips I have of him that I took kind of reel style, and put them in the video because I enjoy them. And like I said, I like to go back later on, and this is kind of like a little journal for me to enjoy and look back. So we flew there on Tuesday, the 22nd of April, met up with a couple of my girlfriends that I usually carpool with for the event of Spring Event, drove into, we were staying in Helen, Georgia, met up with some friends and had dinner together that first night. And then on Wednesday was my husband's birthday. He has been to Babyland one other time, but he went to the original Babyland Hospital, which was the hospital for Cleveland, Georgia years ago. And that was back in 2000. So he has not seen the new hospital that is so big and grand and brand new. Well, I think it's 15 years now, so it's not brand new, but it's very different than the original one. And so we took him there on his birthday, and he did have a good time. We took some photos together for his birthday, had a nice lunch at the Creekside Deli there, and it's just a really good restaurant. And over there we met, happened to be in line behind us was a woman, and she said that was her granny's house where we were eating. And she had grown up there with her granny having her home there. So we found that really interesting, and she told us a lot of history on the house. And then we had, went back to Babyland, I think, had dinner with that night to celebrate his birthday. Like I said, I might insert clips as I'm kind of talking about it, picked up because I got so many wonderful things. And that night we went over, the first night, I already missed it. I was really, really, really trying not to buy stuff because I know I've mentioned my daughter's getting married in July, and it's in a very expensive year for us, so I was trying not to buy anything, but if you know me, you know I really can't stick to that. I'll show you though the stuff that I bought the first night, so Tuesday night, from another collector. I got some awesome items, and I'm so excited to share them with you. So let me show you those, and then I'll get back to more of the storytelling. So as I was getting set up to show you some of the things that I picked up, Pixie showed up. She's such a cutie. Anyway, there's Pixie stretching, and I'm going to get back to what I bought. So I picked up that first night, like we usually go room hopping, and one of my friends was selling a lot of stuff. And of course, I found the Barbie kind of things. So for $10 each, I got these Twilight dolls. I have Emmett. Look at him. So they were like 2 for $10. And this one, at the time, I was real excited, thinking, oh, it's Alice, which I have Alice. But this is actually not Alice. I can't remember. I did look her up and figure out which one she is. She's really pretty. I think she was with the Ken gift set. But look at her outfit. If you know where that outfit came from, please let me know, because I have not been able to figure out the outfit. But it's perfect, and I think it is one that Alice, it looks like the one Alice wears when Bella comes to the Colin's house for the first time. And then I got Dr. Colin. And I got Esme. Look how beautiful they are. So beautiful. And I do have these two in the box already that I got from another collector one time. But these two I didn't have. So I am glad that I bought these. This one is Jane. I think she looks amazing. I love her outfit. And I do plan to put them on doll stands. I have an area in my daughter's old bedroom that we put our Twilight stuff and our Twilight dolls. And here is Vampire Bella. I think she looks super, super good. Okay, so I got all of those. Let me show you the kids I got. So I got some really cute tiny things. The first is, I'm going to show you. My friend Jenny picked this up for me. Oh, here it is. Okay, look at this. It's a little corsage that was made one year. There was a theme of like the pirates, and I did pay for my registration that year, but I was not able to get there in person because I had some surgery and I couldn't get there. But they still consider that perfect attendance registering, and so it doesn't affect my eligibility to get my pocket baby. And this was made especially from my friends Brad and Craig, and I didn't have this one because I wasn't there in person, so Jenny picked it up for me, and it says, "To our friends, pirates, and fellow castaways, we present to you a special gift." And I have the other ones that they have made. I love them. And then this is probably the item I'm sure my husband likes the most from Spring Event, is this tiny little, look how tiny this little head is. Now I zoomed in with the camera, but it's really tiny. I'll put it next to a kid later so you can get an idea. This is what would be considered like a sample head, and like for a special edition, and it means it really didn't happen, but I love this one. And it says on the side, Jim my any cricket, which I think it was Jim my New Year's Eve cricket. I'm not sure, but this was a sample. So it's kind of like a prototype, you think, when you get samples. But I'll put that next to one of my Cabbage Patch Kids so you can get an idea. Wait, it's obviously in my hand. You get an idea from the size of my hand, too. But I thought I'm going to put like something real pink and just have the little head sitting on it. I thought it would be so cute. And my friend Jenny and Tiffany each got one also, but theirs are a bigger size and different skin tones and different facial sculpting. I did forget to show you Elaine. She is a Fudge twin from the 80s, and she actually came with a pacifier. I picked her up a few spring events ago. Well, it was actually a year they didn't have spring event, but collectors got together. Anyway, it was in 2023. I just love her. I always bring one kid with me. And it looks like Pixie's going to give her a kiss. I always bring one kid with me to travel, and she's the one that I brought. And then I pack a few outfits for my kid to redress them in. And I never ended up bringing her in the hospital in this outfit, but I did dress her in this outfit like a day before we left or so. but things get so busy. I wanted to take pictures of her in the hospital with it. I think it's so, so cute. But that is my special baby, Elaine, and she was a twin, but another collector picked her up like off of eBay, and they separated the twins, the seller, and somebody else got the other one, sadly. Now, this little boy I find really, really cute. He is the Fudge skin with, he has like a black hair in yarn with brown eyes. And I saw him, like my friend was bringing in a bunch of kids to readopt. And this one caught my attention first because I absolutely love the Fudge kids. He has really cute overalls. He is from the 80s. He doesn't have any paperwork. But when he was brought in, like I loved him and wanted him. And then I found out he once belonged to my friend Craig, which is one of my collector friends that passed away in 2020. I do have a video about our friendship and how we met. I will also leave a link in to that video if you'd like to see it. And I do have a few kids now from Craig, and they are really, really special to me. So when I found out about this one, I'm like, oh, I have to get one of Craig's kids. I had already liked this one before I even knew this one belonged to Craig. So I was really happy to get him. And of course, there's Pixie again. Today is actually her birthday, if I haven't mentioned it yet. Happy birthday, Pixie. And this next kid is super, super cute. I love bald kids also. And this one has 2 dimples. And look at the freckles on that face. The sculpting is amazing. My friend Jenny got one very, very similar and with freckles, but hers had green eyes, slightly different sculpting, bald, and also with dimples. Maybe I'll put a little picture in if I can remember and show you what her kid looked like. Again, adorable. I was not planning to get any kids, but the price was too good to pass up. And so my husband's like, go ahead. He thought he was cute too. And if you're wondering, these white chairs came from Hobby City. It was an official adoption center back in the day in LA area, kind of by Knott's Berry Farm. My sister-in-law gave them to me. When the store was closing, her mother went down and bought a lot of memorabilia. And I love the chairs. But he's so cute. So I'm happy to have him. I haven't named either of the boys. I do need to do that. But let's get back to more of the experience of spring event. And there's a bunch of more memorabilia stuff that I got from my friends and from the event that I need to share with you. I forgot to mention that on Wednesday, when we went to Babyland for the first time, my husband and I picked up our registration packets, and we got these really, really cool jackets. Now mine is a little long in the sleeves, so I just folded them under. My husband's fit his perfectly, and he loves his jacket because he always likes jackets anyway. And look at the pocket, says Cabbage Patch Kid Collectors Club. So you had so many collectors wearing their really cool jackets, and they have like reflective stuff on it. It has a thing, to put if you have earbuds in, all the fun stuff. And it's supposed to be like, there's extra pockets in here. This is one of the favorite things I've ever received from the registration. It goes long on me below my bottom, but I like that. So if it's long on me, but I love the fit. And I'd rather have it a little loose than have it tight. I absolutely love it. I wore it most of the time there. Anytime I needed a jacket, I was wearing it. And then we got these really cute shirts. And you can see on the pocket, it has the Mardi Gras theme for the 2025. Again, mine, it fits really well this way, but it is long on me. But I'd rather have it on the long side than too tight and uncomfortable. And it was fun wearing these because my husband and I were able to match. We wore our shirts in for the first day of events, and I really liked them. We wore the jackets, though, the entire time. And my husband has been wearing his around town. He loves his jacket. I did mention that I think I mentioned the theme this year was Mardi Gras. So we got these magnets. My husband and I each got one. And then there are the name tags. We did have to wear them to the events to get in. I don't think they stopped anyone. Everybody wore them. And then, so that's a couple more things that we did receive with our registration packet. Of course, like I said, the jackets were our favorite, the t-shirts next. And there goes little Pixie. I have to be really careful with her. And then I'll get back to more of the story. I don't want to forget mentioning My friend collectors, they just love to give out things. So I got a whole bunch of stuff in front of me, and there's Pixie, which of course is from my own home. I don't want to forget though showing you. So one of my friends, my friend Jenny, gave Alfred and me these cute little rubber duckies that were like the Mardi Gras theme. You can see them. And then there were a lot of people giving out beads. And this one has, it says like Spring Event 2025 with a little Cabbage Patch Kid crawling. Alfred didn't wear his. I did wear mine, and I stopped wearing the beads because I found out one of my shirts got stained. It did come out in the wash at home, but the collar turned purple. So I'm like, I'm not wearing beads anymore. It wasn't worth taking the risk. So I just kept this and I threw out the beads. That's the little medallion. I don't remember which collector gave us this one. Pixie wants to play with them. The other day I was getting everything out and somehow she managed to put the beads on her own neck. I have to be really careful. But this one says Parading Through the Crazy, which is real cute. And my friend Tiffany made these beautiful little onesies I thought were really cute with the little decal. So cute. Another collector gave out these like Mardi Gras little slap wrist bands. Like I said, people are really generous and they like to give out these little gifts. My friend Tiffany is really talented and makes beautiful jewelry, and she made these necklaces to give out to many people. Alfred has a blue one and I cannot find mine. I know I have it, but look how beautiful it is. And mine's pink, of course. We did wear them at Spring Event. My friend Heather gave us these cute little baggies with this Cabbage Patch stuff, little picture on it, and inside there's like a little scented thing you can put in your drawer. So pretty. Oh, I gotta watch Pixie. No, Pixie. Okay, I'm gonna have to, I gotta move him. I don't want him to get snagged. Okay, I gotta move him over here. Whew. No snag, it's really scary. I normally do never put my kids anywhere near her to be careful. More beads, and I don't know what to do because like I said, I didn't wear them. I know a lot of people were wearing them, but I was so afraid of any of them staining again. This cute little mask. And we did get masks, some other masks at Spring Event. Oh gosh, anything with threads, strings, jewels, I gotta keep away from Pixie. It's too tempting for her. And then these cute little, they're like either a ring for your finger or she bought them for our little tiny pocket babies we got last year to put on their little wrist. So very cute. Thank you to everybody that gave us these little gifts. So sweet and so nice. I think I've only done something like this once or twice. I should do more, but I'm always so busy by the time this is coming up. So I have to put all this away. And now I'm going to be sharing the story. I think so. Wednesday we picked up, it was my husband's birthday, I said, and I'll put in a little clip of him and his birthday. We did pick up cupcakes and he shared those with my friends. I think I'll include a clip of that, what he said. He gave like a birthday speech, which was so much fun. And I knew he was having a good time when he says, I wanted to make a speech.
I want to thank everybody for coming out for my birthday. I know that's the only reason you're here. I really appreciate it. And so we got this gender reveal party here. Who knows what we might have, but you never know. All right, thank you, everybody.
Happy birthday, dear Alfred. Happy birthday to you. And then we went to, so that was Wednesday. And then excitedly we went to sleep. Oh, we got to peek at the Spring Event kids through the window on Wednesday. And then we had a good night's sleep, somewhat good night. And then Thursday was the Mad Dash where we got to see the Spring Event babies in person and wait in line. There were people that got there as early as 5 a.m., I think even 2 or 3. And Alfred actually went because the Babyland was serving coffee on the porch. And he said, I just want my fair share. I just want what's coming to me. And he wanted to go get a cup of coffee at 5 a.m. and see what collectors were actually waiting out there. I was trying to sleep, but of course I heard him get out of bed.
Say hi, everybody. All right, this is the Babyland morning crew. Morning of the Dad.
And anyway, we didn't get there till 7, my group of friends. And then we waited 2 hours and we did.
Say it again.
I said, welcome to.
He's all right. I'm glad. I'm all right. I'm all right. I was a little worried about it. I need to go to the courthouse and file a motion to change the
You ready, Shauna?
Oh yeah, let's do it. I'm not coming home.
The oath, and I have a little clip I'm going to insert of Alfred doing the oath for the first time.
My love and care
Love and care
in every way possible.
in every way possible.
Be the best adopted parent
Be the best adopted parent
in the whole world.
in the whole world.
Awesome! Yay!
And then I do have a full video, like I mentioned, of the dash. So be sure to check that out if you haven't seen it. And at the dash, we had a good time. It was crazy. It was one of the crazier dashes, I'd say. For spring event, they've done it many, many different ways over the years. And I forgot to mention though, before we get into the dash, no, that is this order, because I'm trying not to forget anything. So at the dash, I looked around and I was not going to get any spring event kids because most of them have like the colored hair, and I'm not really into different colored hair. I like natural hair. But this was the first year they have actually had Fudge spring event kids since I think like 2007 or so. I'll have to check when was the last time I had one. I did put this beautiful sweater on her. This is the baby I picked out, and Alfred helped me pick her out. This is the outfit she came in. It kind of reminds me of a Calico outfit, and she has the cutest shoes. They have Cabbage patch on like the side. They're like little Converse style with Cabbage patch on the side with pink. The socks are lace and beautiful. And she has a pink bow in her hair, pink little trim ribbon. Oh my gosh, sorry, somebody's walking by our house and the dogs love to yell at people or bark at people walking by. So I may have to stop them and come back. I had no plans to bring home one of the spring event kids, but I did fall in love with this one. I had my arms filled with Fudge kids. This is the first year that they have had Fudge kids at spring event available as like one of the spring event kids in years. I'm thinking close to 15 years. It has to be longer than that. And anyway, I was so excited to get her because this was before they moved to the new hospital, since they've had the Fudge kids that are available in the spring event kids. So I got this beautiful girl. She has brown hair. There were a few I was choosing, picking from. She's the newborn size. They had full size that are 22 inches, newborn size that are 17, and the lullaby size, which I think are 12. They called them the spring event kid for the biggest. This one is called the sidekick, and the smallest one that was 12 inches. They were really cute, but they were called tagalongs. And that was the first year they've ever had tagalongs. But I fell in love with this one. And this was the first one. I told Alfred, why don't you put your name on the paperwork also? So we have shared the adoption with this one. I have adopted kids in the past, that had two parents' names on the paperwork. So I was so excited to have him put his name and my name both on her paperwork. And he was able to give her the name. He named her Alpharetta, and that happened to be a name of a town in Georgia. I think that is where the American Girl store used to be when it was in Georgia. We used to also go there with my friends when they had the store. So he saw the name. It was we were watching the news in the morning, like for the weather, and he said, oh, look at that one, that town, Alpharetta. So he remembered it for this baby, and he named her Alpharetta. And we went around the hospital and took some photos together. This was the fastest I've ever decided to adopt a spring event kid. Usually I think about it for a long time, and I'm in the back of the line adopting, but I got her very fast. And then I did leave her at the end of the day for bath camp, and bath camp will do things like give your kid freckles, dimples, and more blush. I had freckles added, and she was picked up the next day. You can see, I don't know if you can see her freckles there. Look how cute she is. I love her. I haven't even changed her outfit though, which is strange for me. Normally I pick up kids and I will dress them that day. And normally I bring a size, some clothing, newborn size. But like I said, I was not planning to get one, so I didn't even bring a change of clothes. And since I've been home and recovering from being sick, I haven't even changed her yet. So hopefully after this video, I will. But she is just adorable. And so we had that. We went over to the Amish bakery and picked up our lunch after getting our kid. Well, I forgot they did have like donuts and fruit on the back porch during the event, which was really nice. So we had a little snack there, and we were able, they had so many kids, and the experience, there was so many like people bumping into each other. It was like kind of like a madhouse in there. They had rows and rows of Cabbage Patch Kids and collectors going up and down the aisles, picking out their babies. But I think everybody left happy. I know I really did. And like I said, I didn't expect to get her, and I'm not regretting getting her. I'm really, really excited about adding her to my collection. And then we had, I don't remember what we had that night for dinner. I think we were eating light because we were planning on a big dinner. I think, we went to the Mexican restaurant for dinner. And then we went over and met with collectors. Oh, I forgot to mention, geez, what day was that? That afternoon, I think, was when, I'm so confused about the order of things. It was on Alfred's birthday that we had the swap and shop. I forgot about that on Wednesday afternoon. So I'll insert a little, the swap and shop was like a room at a hotel, was a big like meeting room, and collectors, I'll leave a picture or something, were able to sell things that they brought from home. Being that I traveled, I didn't bring a lot, but I did bring a couple of things to sell, and they actually sold, not all of them, but it was really nice because I had spent money the night before, so that was so nice. Let me show you what I have left of what I was trying to sell. And I feel bad, Pixie thinks she's part of the video more, but she is over there in the front. You can see her fur. So these are called, I think they're Mansatin muffins. I had 6 of them, and I'm down to 2. And these were like soft sculptures. They're not Cabbage Patch Kids, but they're pretty cute. I happened to get these on eBay back in like 2006 or 7. My children and I would get them, and they've been in my Cabbage Patch Kid room for years. Look at that cute little pacifier. But I was selling them. I thought they were really cute when I picked them up. I still think they're cute. But like I said, I'm trying to sell a few things, so I was able to sell a few of those. And then there is also this little girl one, but she doesn't have the little button pacifier, but they are so cute. I have 2 left, selling them for $30 each. So they're so cute. And so that was good. And Alfred, he helped me selling them. Like I said, I think I have a reel about that, and I have some video. I don't know if I put the reel or the short up yet. I'm still going through all of the stuff that I videoed. I had a lot of videos that I was making. And then of course I don't feel like I did enough because there's so much going on and so much to take in and want to remember from the trip. So let me think about what's next. So Thursday night was the same day as the Dash, and collectors got together that night for what they call Dirty Cabbage. Dirty Cabbage is a lot like playing the White Elephant game. If you're familiar with that, everybody brings some kind of gift, and usually it's something we already own or something new, and you wrap it up and you have your numbers and drawings, and you can steal. I think they had, the limit was 2 steals. I will be inserting a picture of my husband because I did video him, and we brought 2 gifts, and he had a good time, but I'm going to insert that for you here. What you got? What did he say? Okay, then, so you saw that he got what he got. Here is the kid, and he had to do, my friend Jenny and him worked it out so they could each get what they wanted to get the steal back. He did go home with this baby, and he named him Noah Body. He said he's always had that name planned for somebody, and he always wanted to use it. but this is like what would be considered, I think, as a U kid. He's so cute. He has blonde rolled curls, blue eyes, and he has a great face. And he's so clean. My friend that brought him came over and told me that she had bathed him. So he was really super clean. He looks great. And he's got a cute little onesie on and some socks. My husband was really excited actually to get, this is his first, like we share this one together, but this is his first kid, completely his. And he brought him back to the room that night. And he was, like I said, he was really happy. So he got his kid pretty early. I think we had close to 60 people playing. I kept getting things stolen from me. I think I had to go up like 4 times. And for me, this is what I ended up with. I have it right here. So, and I am glad that I got this. At first I was a little bummed out because I wanted something else. But now I'm really glad. And at first I thought it was just like these shoes, and I'm like, oh great. I think on the limit was like, it was supposed to be like buy something at least $20. But this time there were so many kids, the value was more than 20. So it was really good, but we haven't been able to play Dirty Cabbage since 2019. So everyone was really excited to play again. And I think we'll be playing it any year we can get a conference room together. So I got these brand new shoes. I think they came from like Ross. There's like baby shoes. I got this bib with Minnie Mouse. Says so happy. A little pair of tiny Crocs. Okay. A couple of hair bows that are cute. There you can put them on a baby's hair. Let's see. Oh, one more thing, and then the big item. A 4th of July little onesie, and it still has a tag. It's really cute, red, white, and blue. And I was really excited. Look what I got. I got an exclusive baby from Babyland. I think she is so cute. She has a pacifier. I think I gotta turn her head. She's been looking the other way. So I love the outfit that she came in. It's so soft. It's like, is it called Binky Fabric? And it's a Cabbage Patch Kid embroidered outfit. She has the red pacifier and little curls on top of her head. So cute. I'm very excited to get this, but it has sparked my interest on getting more exclusive Cabbage Patch Kids again. Kind of go through phases, and I'm excited to have this one. So I was real excited about that. And then, so that rounded up that one night. And then that was Thursday night. So Friday was the day of the luncheon, which was amazing. We all went, get to Babyland. Oh, we did a group photo. I'll insert a picture of our group photo. Everybody is super, super tiny in the photo because there were so many of us. And then we went to, we had our luncheon. It was wonderful, so fun. And I liked the food. Sometimes I haven't been happy with the luncheon, but I pretty much liked it. The dessert was really, really good. And I can't even remember. It was like, I don't remember what the dessert was, but I really liked it. There was, gosh, what was it? It was something I never had before, but it had some chocolate and it was really rich. So we had the luncheon, sat with my friends, had a really nice luncheon, and then Xavier Roberts showed up. Amazing. And he is so kind. He took the time out of his day to meet every single collector that wanted to come by and say hi and take a photo with him, and gave him a hug. It was wonderful. And my husband said, oh, I'm going to go talk to Xavier about all the money I've spent over the years with his Cabbage Patch Kids. And then when my husband met Xavier, he just said, he told Xavier he's going to be back. He hadn't even told me he was going to be back, but he had so much fun at the event, and he loved all the restaurants we went to. He said he plans to come back next year. So I'm really excited that the trip was that good for him, that he wants to go back. And so that was, oh, and at the event, I'm going to show you one more thing that we received at this event. So we got these keychains, and then this little video, this like hooks into something like on your TV. I was able to watch it on my TV. And like we saw a little sneak peek of it with Xavier. And I saw myself getting my pocket baby last year, my friends that got them. So this is like over an hour, I think, 45 minutes to an hour, and with Xavier talking about Cabbage Patch Kids and the history, and also giving information on spring event, or the Babyland General. So that was super, super, it was an awesome, awesome gift to get this. And Alfred got one too. Here was a little luncheon. They had really great decorations. They always have it looking really nice in the ballroom. But here was the luncheon with what was served and like the order of everything. And they did give out awards at the end. And one of my friends actually won the grand prize baby. They named Marty. And I forgot to show you, one of my friends gave me these. These are so cute. And I really don't want to start wanting them, but I kind of do now. She had extras. It's a little cabbage. And then you get these teeny, teeny, tiny, I mean, it probably won't zoom in enough. But I have a baby, little dog, and another Cabbage Patch. Super, super tiny. I don't know if you can see that. But I really love these. And they're perfect for like my Barbies. And I forgot to show you, I usually bring a Barbie so you can see the size of them with me on the trip. And this year I brought this Daisy and I took her into Babyland the last day I was there on Saturday. We flew home on Sunday. So I did take her. I have a short with her. And I think she looked really cute there. I would have liked to have done more, but by that point in the trip, I was exhausted. I think I have included everything. Oh, my husband getting home. I think I've included everything, and Pixie's running to meet him in the video. So I just want to say thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Be sure to check out my other Cabbage Patch Kid videos and come back soon for more videos. Thanks for watching and keep enjoying your kids. Bye-bye.